Snowdonia National Park. So we got up at 2 a.m. this morning, drove 4 hours, and now we are heading up Llanberis path to the top of Snowdon, and it is an absolutely stunning morning. Llanberis is just down there, which is what we just left. Oh, absolutely beautiful morning. I've never done this one before, but Ingrid has. So this is the first one for me. I've been up the, I think it's the PYG, pig track, miners and rangers, but that's about as scary as it gets for me. I would love to do crib gok, but probably too much. I still haven't got my bearings.
No.
Probably going to be a lot of puffing and panting on this video. First time I've up a proper mountain in probably 2 years, I think. How stunning is that? Thankfully it's not too busy, but it is a weekday, so we've come up here on a Monday. So yeah, getting up at 2 in the morning is not easy. I think we left just before 3. It's a 4-hour drive, and we got here just before 7. But it's worth it for views like that. And it's definitely going to be a clear day at the top. I think this is maybe my 5th time coming up Snowdon. I've done the pig track and miners a couple of times. I think the first path I ever did was the ranger path. I'm sure it was a ranger path. And obviously the miners. But yeah, absolutely stunning. I'm thinking in a few minutes I'm going to send the drone up and get a few shots. Didn't even notice. So there's the train track. I think we pass underneath in a minute.
Home point updated.
More view. And we're following it. Up there. Oh. There's like passenger trains on the way up. I think some people get off at that point, don't they, and walk the rest.
Yeah, maybe we do.
They can go right to the top, I guess. I'm not sure. As you can see by the view, we're slowly getting there. I think this is probably the hardest part. Oh, it's actually steeper than I thought. This one is anyway. I thought this path would be a bit flatter, but there's actually quite a few steep parts. Train is running today. A few people have just got off on halfway point. Not sure how all that works, whether they get back on for the top. Oh. Oh, ridge. What is going to be over the top of this? Oh no, it looks like it just goes on. Whew. There we go, the end is in sight. Yeah, there, 2.5 hours in, so not bad. 2.5 hours in, so probably about 3 hours. And there's not really a breath of wind really, it's just really a slight breeze. Be interesting to see how many people are coming up the other paths.
We have to come back down this way.
Yeah, then Cribgock, and you've got the miners and the P track, which is the one I did before, and then we've got the top up there. I think the Watkin path must be down the other side then. I'm confused on where that goes. It must be down the other side of there. I'm sure there's like 6 altogether.
Like, no, I looked at that, so because it's like around. No, it's around over here. Because it's like small, tiny.
I don't think the cafe's open.
There we go, made it to the summit of Snowdon. Brilliant.
No, you won't.
It's so quiet up here. Every now and then you'll hear a seagull and a crow and a couple of people, but there's no wind at all. Not a bad way to spend your Monday morning. Hope everyone's having fun at work. And there's the top of Snowdon. Just come down, I think this is the start of the Watkin path, I think that's it that runs down. I think it runs down. I'm very confused because that's another one over that way. I'm not sure what that one is. But I'm thinking maybe this is a Watkin path, which I've never done. If I was ever going to do another one before Cribgock, it would probably be that one. Acclimatise yourself. No, the cafe's not open. I don't think I've ever been over here apart from the first time I come up here. It was like 20 years ago where it was open. That was the only time I've ever been here, and that was the old cafe. This is the new one. I've never been inside the new cafe. But yeah, there you go. There's the top. I've got to say, it felt like the worst part coming down. Without a doubt. I know, I thought maybe an hour down. I think it's going to be more, maybe. So 3 hours up. Yeah, because it's going to flatten out, isn't it? It's just this last part. It's just a really sort of loose gravel on probably the steepest part of it coming down. So I think with the pig track and the miners, it's larger boulders. Trains are still running. Don't know if anyone noticed the prices, but blimey, it's a bit steep. That's the path we're just about to head back down. And that's where we just come from. So thought we'd have a little nose at the train while it was parked up. I think all these people get on and off. But yeah, not paying them prices. Blimey. Go to London for that. I reckon we're nearly 3/4 of the way down now, so what, another mile, I reckon, 1.5 to 2. Just round that bend, isn't it? There's a hell of a lot more people coming up here now. Definitely picked the best time of day. Although I would have liked to have got up there for sunrise, but that would probably mean not even going to bed and just probably leaving home at about 11 o'clock. But maybe another time staying over here, maybe. Well, that was a walk to Snowdon Peak via the Llanberis path on a very nice Monday morning in April. Absolutely stunning weather. Glad we got here early. Weather was, you couldn't fault it. Breeze at the top, it was just gorgeous. But yeah, if you made it to the end, thanks for watching, and then hopefully see you in the next one. And if you fancy giving the video a like and subscribing, it'd be very much appreciated. See you in the next one. Definitely got to go there at some point. Later in the day.